Imagine a night filled with tears. A heavy silence in the room. You both said things you didn't mean. Words that hit the heart harder than any physical wound. And now you are lying awake asking yourself, why does someone I love so much hurt me like this? Why do our arguments always turn toxic? And why does my heart feel broken even when the relationship is still there? If you have ever felt this, your heart is tired. Your mind is confused. But a small part of you still hopes things can be better. You are in the right place. Because tonight is about healing. Not blaming. Not winning. Only healing. Let's talk about what really happens inside our mind and heart after hurtful fights. Psychology says that when arguments become toxic, our brain enters a survival mode. We stop listening. We start defending. We stop trying to understand. We start trying to win. Both people become enemies instead of partners. Later, when silence arrives, guilt comes. Regret comes. Overthinking comes. But healing doesn't come automatically. Healing requires intention. Sometimes the problem is not the love. The problem is the pain both are carrying from the past. Emotional wounds that were never healed. Childhood fears of rejection. Trauma from old relationships. And the fear that maybe this love will also end one day. So arguments are not really about who forgot to call. Or who didn't listen. It's deeper. It's about, do you care for me? Do you choose me? Do you see my pain? Will you stay even when I am difficult? When these fears get triggered, words become weapons. But let me tell you something important. Your relationship can survive fights. What damages connection is what happens after the fight. The distance. The ego. The silence. The pride. The coldness. These destroy love slowly. Healing begins when one person decides to soften. When someone cares enough to understand before being understood. When someone chooses peace over ego. Not because they lost, but because the relationship matters more than the argument. Right now, place your hand on your heart. Feel your breath. You are hurting because you care. Your pain is proof of your love. But remember, you don't have to hurt alone. Psychologists say that after a toxic argument, your nervous system needs reassurance. Your heart needs safety. Your mind needs calm. Without that, the fight keeps repeating inside your head for hours and days. You sit there rewinding the same painful sentences. Why did he say that? Why did I react so strongly? What if this gets worse? What if he stops loving me? These thoughts are like a fire. And silence is like fuel. It keeps burning until you decide to heal. So breathe. Take a moment. Let the storm in your chest settle. Try to understand the deeper truth. Your partner's harsh words may not actually be about you. They might come from their own pain. A fear of losing you. A fear of not being enough. A fear of being rejected. Sometimes the loudest people are the most scared inside. Healing begins when you stop taking everything personally. When you look at the pain behind the anger. When you see a human instead of a villain. And healing becomes stronger when you learn to express your feelings with calm and honesty. Not to win, but to connect. Tell them, I was hurt. Not because you raised your voice, but because I wanted to feel understood. I wanted to feel safe with you. I wanted to feel like you choose me even when we disagree. Honest emotional communication rebuilds trust. But silence widens the gap. If your partner also wants healing, things can change. Arguments can become meaningful conversations. Misunderstandings can become lessons. Pain can turn into closeness. But if only one person keeps hurting and the other keeps apologizing. If one cares and the other doesn't. If one tries and the other ignores. Then remember, You can heal yourself. Even if the relationship doesn't heal with you. Your peace matters. Your dignity matters. Your heart matters. Forgiveness doesn't mean forgetting what happened. Forgiveness means you choose not to let the pain control you. You choose to grow instead of break. You choose to heal instead of hate. Tonight tell your heart. You are safe. You are loved. You are worthy of respect. You deserve peaceful love. Not painful love. Take a deep breath. Let go of the fight. Let go of the noise. Let go of the words that were said in anger. Look inside you. There is still love. There is still hope. There is still strength. Your heart knows how to heal. Trust that process. And if you are listening to this right now, that already means you are choosing healing. You are choosing softness. You are choosing love. Not just for them, but also for yourself. Remember, healing doesn't happen in a single night. Healing happens in small moments after each argument. When you choose to stay kind. When you choose to stay patient. When you choose to communicate. When you choose to love again. If your relationship is meant to last, these moments will make it stronger. If it is not, these moments will make you stronger. You deserve a love that feels like home, not a battlefield. So breathe. Relax your shoulders. Calm your heart. Say to yourself, I am healing. I am growing. I am learning to love in a healthier way. I will not let one argument define my relationship or my life. Your story is not over. This is just a painful chapter. And chapters change. Even hearts change. Especially hearts like yours that still choose love. If you want more healing for your mind and heart, stay with me on this journey. You are not alone. We heal together. Thank you for listening. Take care of your heart. Good night.